Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you. Please click the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, and the bell notification. Thank you.
I Mixup An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Check. President, check the recording, said this now cut off, man. You can't bring it down now, I'm going to bring it up. Yo, dog, you now go, come bring it up. Yo, I don't want to go mash it up, you know, because my hand heavy, you see me? When I'm the light hand like you know, that's why Hot and Spicy couldn't manage me. She can't, you know? She all right with you because your hand light. You understand? You people big up on yourself. Blessings and respect all massive all crew. Ragashanti live on the bridge 99 FM. Larger poof, larger, big up and thing. And sitting. Right, Jamaica, what go on? Boy, Jamaica always a keep, you know. Jamaica always a keep. 240% increase and all these things. And pretty you hear the big excitement down in Jamaica, though. And that around the place down there now, man. And that I go on and sitting. But before we get to that, on my Ragashanti Facebook page is 400,000 people follow me, you know. I have that Facebook page a long time. On my Instagram page is about 120,000. Well, it's more than 100. I think it's 122 or 123,000 people. Listen, people, you have all been so generous and so kind and so wonderful in your congratulations and in your encouragement and with regards to my most recent accomplishment. And I went over this today on Free Up on my online talk show. But here I am on the bridge 99 FM tonight and broadcasting on free to air, live free to air, going all over Jamaica and things. So I know a lot of you listen the bridge 99 FM, but you're not necessarily on social media. You're not necessarily on the internet and so forth, but you're hearing me now because you're not on the internet and you don't really over YouTube and things. And I have a lot of older listeners who don't really do the social media thing like that. But you listen me while I'm on the bridge 99 FM. So in particular to you and others who did not listen to me today because your profession, your job or so forth, doesn't allow you to do so and whatever. So for those of you listening today, what I'm about to say is going to be redundant and repetitive and things like that. But bear with me. Allow me some latitude. So again, I just want to say thank you to all the thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people who have sent me congratulations on becoming a lawyer. And I shared some of my graduation pictures from Monday. I graduated on Monday and things like that. And I shared some and, it has resulted in, a flood of congratulations and, and things like that. And I'm just very thankful. I'm just very, very thankful. I honestly, I'm humbled. And while it is that I did what I wanted to do, which is to get the credential that will allow me to pursue certain objectives for my children, as in increased income, etc., and so forth, and to also to put myself in a space where I can model certain tools to my children that that on their adaptation by said children, they will be better equipped to survive in this world, as it were. That's a larger part of the goal right here. I want to get them in a space where their opportunities are increased and expanded, and giving them more options, to do certain things, or for me to provide certain things to them. So it's not only a monetary type of thing, but it's also a kind of cultural type of thing too. You want to pity them learn and get them in a space where things can be better for them. So that is why I did it. And as I said earlier on Free Up, even so though, I tend to, again, this is not my first rodeo. This is certainly not my first graduation. I've been there before, several times before. So, my approach, to now being a lawyer, it is somewhat practical. It's somewhat utilitarian, and it's, pragmatic. And in being so, some of the gravity of my accomplishment and what it means for others, sometimes that escapes me. And not only that, but in my own space, I tend to just be myself, which is, I'm a graduate, I'm a give thanks and I eat that, and let's go, move on. But as I was explaining earlier, and I'm going to do the same for you, the listeners now hearing me on the radio, I didn't really fully appreciate what it means, for a great many Jamaicans out there, So in my desire to just be like, yeah, man, I give thanks, I graduate and I eat that and whatever, As I was telling I'm a big man friend, she has never called in or anything like that. She's not that type of a person. But this is a woman about 78 years old and been listening to me for a long time. And she has a lot of respect for me. And I too have that, even more respect for her and things like that. And basically, she draw me up. And she say, listen now, you have a tendency, when on your birthday, want nobody big you up on your birthday or so whatever. So in response, I said to her, that is not true, Mrs. So-and-so, I call her name. I said, I keep Ragabash all the time, my birthday party, and, I'm very open about my birthday. I keep parties and things. That was what Ragabash was designed around. And then she responded by saying, that is not what I meant. What I mean was that when you're on the show and you're doing a show on your birthday, if it's up to you, you don't mention that it's your birthday. You would be doing a show and it's not your birthday. And she's like, I've been listening to you for years and years and years. And you have done that several times. And that is true. That is true. That is true. And, I never grew up with birthday parties and them something there. Nope. So the first birthday celebration I ever had is when I was I think I was 21 at Camp Jewel. That time I start travel and I work with the YMCA. I never had them something, and it was just a get together, but and it was nothing exclusive to me. And many of us, we grew up in families where you're not a birthday party, you're not a birthday party and them something. It wasn't part of your life. It was a part of your culture. So So birthdays and, celebration are not that big a deal for me, honestly. And I'm not a party pooper. I'm not a, whatever. It's just not that big a deal for me. So I don't really, for me, one of them, I don't even have any expectations on my birthday, and things like that. But anyway, so she had drawn me about that and thing. But she made a distinction. She's saying that this accomplishment on my part, she's saying it's extraordinary. And she's saying that it's not about you alone, Raga. Yeah, it's you do it, and yeah, you did wall it down and make enough people know. But she's saying that she was saying that for the line that where she connect with me was when she said, are you aware that is very few people, have a Ph.D. and a law degree? And as it were, again, people, if you're just joining, excuse the redundancy if you listened this earlier. I'm just doing it for the people who are not on social media and who listen to me in Jamaica, okay? So it's going to be repetitive and thing. But anyway, what struck me was when she said, it's very few people have a doctorate and a law degree. And like I Googled and checked, on the show today, it's really about 1 to 2% of the world's population that have a PhD. And it's even less in the United States and something like that, but you can check it. That just have a PhD alone. And people who have a PhD and a law degree, it's even smaller. And I was talking to someone after the show, and he was saying that by his estimate, he is sure. He's a bit of one of them kind of math freak there. But he says by his estimate, he's sure that it's below 0.3%. I'm saying that wrong. Like less than 1%, like 0.3, whatever. You must say it's below that. I look a bit at people like too, in terms of the world population. So what I'm saying is that she was saying that she really respect what I did, and that as a Jamaican woman, I should understand that people want to celebrate that, and that they want to feel good about that. And in so doing, I should not shut down people. I should not, suppress people's desire to share that and express themselves in that regard, that they feel good about that. She did use that term. She said, it makes her feel good as a Jamaican woman to see a fellow Jamaican, a fellow Jamaican, accomplishing, I guess to her and others is something remarkable. So please excuse me again. I am aware of the gravity of what is it I've done, but I really didn't see it that way. And thing, I really didn't see it that way. But in that regard, I keep on advice now, Prezi. Them men on a soundproof na day, so so in that regard, I know that I'm sounding choppy and somewhat, haphazard in my delivery here and things like that. But again, along those lines, I heard her and I understand, and other people talk to me too and whatever. And I've seen the thousands of people, if you go on the Ragashanti page on Facebook, and if you go on my IG page, the Ragashanti IG page, a lot of people and thing. And I just want you all to know that I am grateful for your congratulations. And again, if you listen to the show earlier online, on YouTube or Twitch or over Facebook, Again, you hear me being kind of repetitive here, but again, this is for the people who only listen to me on the Bridge 99 FM right here on Wednesday nights and things. So I'm just saying the same thing to them. And I would imagine there are people who, who heard what's happened and things like that. And I just want you to know that I appreciate, your gratitude and your respect, and I understand what it means for you as fellow Jamaican to witness, that which I have accomplished, and you're expressing a desire, you're feeling a desire there to say, Raga, big up yourself. So I'm very, very thankful for that. And we're going to work with the phone line, and thing. The other thing is, okay. Okay, thank you. All right, the other thing is, there is much ado about this, the raise in salaries for a lot of people in government. There is so much going on there. There is so much that has been said thus far. And there have been moves and counter moves and so forth and thing. A lot has been happening, huh? I don't know. I think it would be accurate to call this a scandal of sort, yes. Yeah, I don't think that would be hyperbolic to say that we're in the midst of a scandal with the salary raise thing. One thing is for sure. Though the government had indicated that and anticipated some sort of pushback and thing like that, it seems quite clear to me that they in no way anticipated the degree of the pushback and of the horror expressed by people in terms of how much raise they gave themselves, right? Again, let me say this. Based on the responses from, in particular, the Minister of Finance, and the Prime Minister, and I've listened to several of their responses, and they're not united in messaging. They have said some different things in terms of what is the reason for the increases, the astronomical increases, and that is not an exaggeration, right? They have given different reasons for it, and they're still in damage control mode. They're still trying to, fix it up and thing and whatever, and making moves and so forth and thing. But it is while it is it is interesting that they did not anticipate the degree of the pushback, it is also troubling that they did not. It raises a question, what is going on in their minds that they did not anticipate such a strong pushback and expressions of outrage from people who have heard this? Why? What's going on in their mind? Why them never think that people are going to be upset about this? And it's troubling because it would suggest that they have lost contact in some way with the people. Or it suggests that, they are, infused with so much arrogance and, understanding of self in an inflated way in terms of, the big E, entitlement, self-entitlement, people, I cannot even imagine why they would not think that people would be this upset, because they're totally unprepared for it. They're totally people the way these things work, You see, even if you're going to bring out an unpopular thing, it don't matter which government, which country, which party. Usually when unless it's a dictatorship, is a different argument. In dictatorships, right, in non-democratic countries, the leader them just do what them do and the people them just follow suit, right? So in North Korea and in Russia and those places, the leader them just do what them do. In Iran Iran is going through, an interesting situation there, in terms of what the women are rebelling over there. But in these autocratic and theocratic nations, the leaders, they just do what them do and people must follow. But outside of that, in democracy, there's a game that is played here, When they're coming out with something that they know is highly unpopular, they send out their emissaries, to spin the thing and whatever and all them something there, and them leak information and prepare people and whatever, and them diffuse, the immediacy of the impact of it. There's all kinds of stuff that's going on. And they work out and have clear messaging that's supposed to justify the move that would they think is likely to be highly unpopular with the people. That is how the game is played, all right? So, well, they're going to be upset about this, and say the opposition are going to say this, and say so and this and that. And you prepare. But what we're witnessing here is somehow Brogard and Nigel, them never anticipate the thing. Them never anticipated that the pushback would be so strong. And the fact that them never anticipated, it makes you have to wonder, why would you not think that this would be such a big deal? It is a big deal. Why would you not think that after getting into these long, drawn-out negotiations and all these tempers and people striking for increased wages and inflation going up and people having difficulty to pay them bills and living the life where they want and live from paycheck to paycheck and still in debt and all these things. Why would you not think that if you end up against the people, them 20% increase and them someday after them long drawn out fight, the teachers, nurses, and the police, them wanted up, when them are negotiate. Why would you not think that if you give yourself 240% and 200% and thing like that or whatever, to the tune of tens of millions of dollars in increases to your salary, why you want to think that the people are going to upset about that? I am at a loss with that, I am flabbergasted that when I listen to Nigel and then Jackson Miller at interview night, he wasn't ready. He never ready. I listen to Andrew at that time and Brogard attack. Listen, people, there's a thing out there yesterday, and Brogard attack, and Andrew say, oh, and the money and thing, him go through the whole thing, it's to make the portfolio them, it's to pay the position enough where we can attract high quality people in these positions to run, the public sector and thing and whatever. I.e. if you make the country better. So you need the best talent, and to get the best talent, you need the money and whatever and thing. And then him say, oh, and the reason I would do it, the first reason him give, is to say, we do it so we can hold them more accountable. And people make I tell you, man, the Prime Minister dig a hole for himself right this way. Because separate and apart from, if you must say, you do this for hold the people accountable, which is not the reason. They're spinning. But to hold them accountable, you open up right this. So what existed before in terms of accountability? And what are you saying about the people who are in the position right now? Are you saying that are the wrong people in governance right now? Because remember, him did I get fee money too. Nigel I get fee the money too. So clearly that is not the thing. Because there's no way, if I go say right across the board, everybody who in a governance right now are the wrong people. And the wrong people are there because of them I get the low salary now, which was what they were getting before. And in order to get the right people we have to put in, we have to increase the salary so that we can get the right people. Clearly, that is not what he's saying. Him just throw that out, for we hold on upon that. But then, to top it off, I hear the Prime Minister say, and yeah, and we're going to bring out an accountability, the increase accountability. It basically, I said, we're putting together the higher standards of performance that was going to accompany these increases. People, if me see bro God, I tell bro God, I say, bro God, you know, say you shoot yourself in your foot right there, papa. Yes, man, you drop a sledgehammer on your foot right there, so. Because what you know I end up I tell people, them say, is that you gave these increases without a justification. And after giving the increases, them now, you're going to put together the justification, which is supposed to precede the increases. But after putting the increases in place, you're going to give us the justification in terms of the increased accountability. People, this is nonsense, and with all due respect, it's amateur hour. Because your own words now. Because we really are going at the people. A damage control them in, so them end up attack, and say this thing. I end up a chat fart. Well, me not perfect, and I'm sure them not perfect either. Them are human being like anybody else. And thing, but and then we had some different reasons after that and thing. And there's a lot going on. So much so that the Prime Minister now in realizing, now then the opposition leader now, and with all due respect to the PNP, the PNP, you not get to well, let me be careful, because the PNP come out and say, when them hear about the increases, at the same time we hear about the increases. People, me not rely on. We have pepper the JLP a little bit right, not little bit. We have pepper them proper right as no, because of them in our government. And they really overstretch here, and and I can't see I don't see the justification, right? Dion Jackson Miller, when she was talking to Nigel, and she made the comparison between, President, what I said now, don't play with me, man. When she made the comparison between what the salaries that the people in the Jamaican government will be getting compared to all of the other salaries in the region, and thing with the Jamaicans far surpassing those other salaries, right? More than double and all them thing than whatever. And in a way, where Dion Jackson is saying, but all these other countries where they are doing better than Jamaican thing, but somehow only forget so much more money and all these things and whatever. And no, we don't hear a competent answer for justify that. Let's soon take a break, Prezi. So what them are saying now is, one of the things what them say, I remember telling a different things. So one of the things when Nigel Leader says, we're not paying individuals. We're just increasing the salary for the portfolios, for the positions. So that is their way of saying, this is not about us. It's not about Nigel. It's not about the Prime Minister. It's not about the MPs and whatever. It's about the position. So regardless of who hold the position, PNP or JLP, they are going to benefit from that. And in terms of the increases in the other areas, them and whatever, we're going to attract more people. I cannot see the logic there for the public sector, but it certainly doesn't hold for the political directorate. Why? That is garbage. Because it's a logic that presupposes that two things cannot be right at the same time. It's either you're paying the individual or you're paying the position. No, you can't be paying the position and paying the individual at the same time. So when they give those raises and things, and Nigel or the Prime Minister is going to say, it's the position. Oh, please, you are in the position right now, so you are going to be the direct recipient of the increases. You're going to be the direct beneficiary of the increases. Hello? Additionally, politics is an adversarial process, which means it's about competition. So you can't talk about you appear the position with like somebody else may hold the position in the future. When you are actively in a process where every time you run the election for win. And when you win, you stay in the position and you collect the money. So you can't do this to say, oh, it's just to pay the position and thing, as if we say, oh, and the next election we're going to give up the seat and thing, and the JP government is going to surrender, the government to the PNP. No, when the next election comes, JLP are going to run for win. And when they win, they're going to stay in at the position. And when they stay in at the position, they will continue to be the beneficiary of these astronomical increases. Nonsense. So what they're in all this type of they're in a defensive posture with multiple layers. No definitive message about this is the reason why we do it. And the reason why there's no definitive message about why they do it is because they didn't think they needed to do it. My best guess is they thought that they could have done this and it would be a 9-day wonder and blow off and people would forget about it and thing. Which, if such is the case, with this particular matter here, again, that would be very, very disturbing because it would mean that they have lost touch. If them did really believe, say, them did not go do this, and it did not go blow off quick in a 9-day wonder, then, no, honest to God, would I tell you, Nigel, I said, Nigel, man, I lie, you're going to lose this up. I said, bro, God, with all due respect, Mr. PM, no, sir, yeah, man. Why you think you'd have to give yourself so much money raised? And people, I'm going to say something right now, I'm going to say something right now, but I'm going to preface this with the following. I don't want nobody to believe that what I'm about to say, I'm crossing a red line and going someplace where I don't need to go, right? Because I want to remind people, once you're in government, once you are an actor in government, in a democracy, like we have in Jamaica, you will be subjected to scrutiny. And failure on your part to appreciate that is just ridiculous on your part, if you're whatever, right? So I'm about to say something, and I don't want anybody to go say, why Raga, you shouldn't go there so. And again, before me say it, no matter who you are, once you're in government, once you're involved in government and you're paid from the people's purse, the consolidated fund of the country, taxpayers' money, the country's resources is compensating you in a particular position, you can be subjected to scrutiny regardless of who you are. People, remember now, this matter is about how much money people are taking home. How much money people are taking home. That is what this is about. How much money people are taking home for pay them rent, for pay them mortgage, for pay them car note, for buy grocery at supermarket where I get more expensive. How much money is going into the home? Now in some homes, you have one breadwinner. In other homes, you have two, and probably more. But at the end of the day, no matter if I want, two, or whatever, it's about how much money is going into the home. Where some expenses can be, ostensibly shared or whatever, thing like that. How much money is going to the home? How much money people are take home? And people, this is a little touchy. Sometimes people don't like to talk about it, but I'm just going to mention it, whatever, right? So I want to take time with me. I'm not getting unnecessarily personal. I'm talking about people in government. People don't remember now, the Prime Minister is one person, but remember, say, his wife is an MP too. So she would be benefiting from the MP raise too. So based on where the Prime Minister get back, up to the 2024 rate where them establish and put out there. I remember the Prime Minister said him not take back, him not go take the raise, Him come out just must yesterday and say him not take a raise. Remember him say him not take a raise. And people are debating that because, several people come out and say, but him actually don't have the authority to stop the race from reaching him. The race are going to still go to him. The opposition leader, again, who is, constitutionally, him get paid to and get the increase to. Him say, he realize him can't start the money from come to him, but him say, him are going to give away 80% and keep 20% out of the race, right? And him are going to give away 80%, knowing that him do have the authority to stop the money from come to him, right? So the Prime Minister in response to that say, him not take a raise. So him don't even take it 20%. So you see, the games, man, it's almost like the silly season, right? But what I'm saying, though, if before the Prime Minister say him not take a raise, before bro God say him not take a raise, we had a situation where our country, the leader and his wife would have been taking home $50 million to feed them house alone. Papa Jesus. And you never think that people are going to notice them something here? Seriously, Andrew? No, sir. Andrew, I'm not lying. I lose our fire for that one. Not because of whatever. Why you never anticipate that the people are going to get upset with this? I don't know. 50. Remember, this is about how much money going home to people's homes. And the JLP... And people, let's be clear, the PNP have situation where family members, blood relatives, in the same party, right? Peter Phillips, when he was there, my famed son, Michael Phillips, Pernell Charles in the JLP, and my famed son, right? So you have this thing. But the JLP just happen to be in this position right now where the Prime Minister, right? Work it out so his wife can come in and she a MP and them did slated for a carry home $50 million. Listen to me now, man. And then we have another situation where another husband and wife, both MPs in the JLP, them did not bring home. Well, them already said them, I don't hear nothing from them. So them are going to give back for them money. And people, it don't look good. It don't look good. And with all due respect to the PNP, you not get what neither, because you never come out and be outrageous at first. Again, to the PNP, me here on disagree with the JLP with other things. And when I disagree ferociously. Me don't hear that ferocious disagreement there, I don't hear this expression I don't hear this passionate pushback, and I don't hear the strong adjectives that is usually characteristic of the opposition or the PNP when something supposedly outrageous or objectionable occurred. We don't hear that from the PNP. And initially, and it's a good while after the PNP said, whoa, but this is a big deal, man. We better position ourselves to benefit from this, to exploit this scandal, to exploit this controversy. It's that time we hear the PNP, them are come on. In fact, an argument has been made that a senior member of the PNP, when you Julian, whatever, did say him never say nothing wrong with the raise them. Because, them I get them look much to do. You understand? And then them start make some counter arguments. Say, yeah, but the sentence after that, was objecting to it and So but the PNP never come out forceful and thing, and the PNP is still not as forceful in opposition to the raises as are the people. Let me say that again. The PNP still is not as forceful in their opposition to these astronomical increases in the raises as are the people. Right? And people, there's so much more to say about this, but we're going to take a break and open the phone line. But, for example, one of the troubling things about these increases, it is, they may try to fix it up and thing, but truthfully, people, the way it was done, in leadership, you have, material issues. And you also have symbolic issues, right? And materially, in terms of the literal, we're talking about how much money people are going to get and whatever, and how much money people pay. But there is a kind of figurative component to it that is equally disturbing. Because what we're hearing here is how important different people are. So even when they try to explain it in a damage control and fix it up, they still end up saying things like, we need to put this money here and these increases here. And without saying it, what they're saying is that these increases to these positions are more important than our police officers. They're more important than our nurses. They're more important than our teachers. That is what they're saying. Because when you I look on the symbolic significance of the thing now, it's like, oh, you are highly valid over here, so you get 200%. You are not as highly valid over here, so we will tell you, sir, we don't even have enough money. And then in the end, on the second point, 20%. People may not know about Uni, you know. Me don't know about Uni, you know, but with all due respect, you know, me know say, them may think say them important in a government and thing, whatever. But you know, say me benefit more. Me benefit more as a Jamaican, me benefit more from teachers than politicians. Let me say that again. Me benefit more from teachers than politics. When me look back and see I'm a teacher, not only Miss Alice did that teach, Miss Alice was like a mother to me and whatever. If you put value upon that, what some teachers do for picnic and whatever, this and that and whatever, I come at that, but you get 200% and the teachers them only get 20%. Like seriously? So they may try to fix it up as much as them want. And when you look at some of the things where the teacher them go through out there, or the pit them get ring pan them and some things where teachers are fair. People don't think that is something that easy. You want something. When you talk about resources, what hospital them need and all them something and whatever this and that, but you have to put them woolly for money upon them people and whatever this and that. But when you negotiate with the people, you tell, with all due respect, Andrew, me know you. And I know you're good. Me and you talk good. We are not Bessie. But we talk good. And people, me know someone say me a contradict myself because somehow now whack me up. But me understand the game. In a matter, Jamaica is a... Right now, me I talk to the independent people, me know. Me not talk to the diehard PNP them, and me not talk to the diehard JLP them. Because you can't reason with them people. You cannot reason with them people. You cannot reason with the diehard PNP or the diehard JLP. You can't reason with them. Me I talk to the people them who are independent thinkers who vote on merit. I only me I talk to right now. All right? Because what me I say now? Andrew, with all due respect, man. Me hear you tell the teacher them and all them people when they negotiate that they need to be reasonable. Reasonable. That is your way of saying that, oh God, man, just be understanding the man. We know say the kitty, you know. We know say enough not there for everybody, but the better push with someone. That is your way of saying that to the people, Mr. Prime Minister. You, in the negotiation, you encourage the people to be reasonable. But now, when the people express them outrage about these astronomical salary increases, your defense is, we have to do this because we have to attract the right people and whatever. Like that is BS. Tell me now, what is reasonable about 200% increase by your salary when you get teachers 20%? Oh God, man. Oh God. And again, this is a no-brainer in terms of like, yo, this is, you know, people are going to be really upset, but how would they never see that? And again, it opens up the probability that the reason they did not see this outrage coming and would have prepared for it, because again, their responses demonstrate demonstrated unequivocally that they were unprepared for the degree of the outrage. Totally unprepared. And their lack of preparation for the pushback and the outrage from the people indicates that they did not anticipate it. So that there was no need to prepare for it. And if them never anticipate it and them no need to prepare for it, on some level I think that is worrying. Worrying in the sense, for example, I hear the Prime Minister defending this thing and the man say a thing is when the man say it, I say, Jesus, God, oh Lord of mercy. When the Prime Minister say it, I was like, it's a trouble there. Trouble there. We're going to take a break. But I'm going to tell you when me sit down and hear the Prime Minister say. People want to listen to me right now, because I'm going to tell you when me hear the Prime Minister say. When me, Ragashanti, me is a dunce bat. Me is a dunce bat. But hear what the dunce bat Raga I'm going to tell you right now. When me hear the Prime Minister say, which I think is very worrying, trouble there. In defending the astronomical salary increases, the Prime Minister said, no government has done what his government has done. People, it was a statement were kind of slippy in, and I don't see people give much attention. But to me, there was a lot of worrying things and, and the theater. Is it, beloved theater, sorry, I don't mean to be callous or whatever and take this thing and to diminish its importance and significance of what is going on. But I have an appetite for entertainment and so forth. So there's a lot of theatrics going on right now that I find amusing. But outside of that, there's a bunch of serious things too we're going on. But I believe there's none more serious than that little statement, Let me quickly tell you why, All right, hold on. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back. I'm going to tell you why. In all this fracas, the most serious statement made was when the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the most Honorable Andrew Warnes, when he made the statement that in defense of these increases, he said, no government has done what this government has done. And I'm going to tell you why. On a need for watch that. Because that, to me, is the most serious thing we're saying in all of this. We're going to take a break. We're soon forward. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Back in the juggling people. All right. I could just get straight. No, I got my son go up my phone line and so on. People, again, in defense of these astronomical increases in salaries for himself and for the political directorate and so forth, the Prime Minister at a certain point said, passionately, no government has done what this government has done. Now, people, the context in which the Prime Minister said that is basically that his government has been the best government in the country so far, right? Mark, him never said his government has been the best government. He never literally said that. But in defense, again, of the salary increases, these massive salary increases, him end up at say basically people are coming and say this and that, and people are coming and say this and that, and thing, and no government has done what this government has done. So I'm saying that that's his way of saying if no government has done what his government has done, he's certainly not saying his government has been bad in what they have done. He's saying that they have been exceptionally well to the point where his government is a standout government in terms of their accomplishments, where no other government before his government the present government led by him is as good. No, people follow the logic, you know. If he's really thinking that, and if him really believe that, and the Rasta say, don't believe, no, right? And the Rasta them teach will say, believe and know. You can't believe something and know something at the same time. It's impossible, as the Rasta them say, you understand? So if him know, say, if him at the point where him know, say, film government are the best government ever. People, you have to understand that, you know, for most people who go down that path, you know, the question, the issue of reciprocity then comes to the fore. Because if he believes that his government is the best government ever, then when people are challenging him and are questioning him or whatever, it is understandable. Then I'm going to reach a point where I'm going to be a little bit frustrated and think that these people are ungrateful. If him believes they are the best government, these people don't appreciate what I'm doing. If him believes that him government knows that him government are the best government, then we deserve this money. You never see a man look a woman and the man woo the woman and spend pan her and say all of the right thing, whatever, forget her, no? And she had questioned him and I watch him and think and him sound sincere and him sound humble and modest and him sound nice and good and him spend pan her and think on him, and then she finally come and say she give him the run and then she and him attack and before you know it, them start dugu and them start to hook and then relationship emerge and them dead. And then him a work and thing and bring in the money and mine her and whatever. And then after a while now, him start act funny. Start take her for granted. Him start go down that little part that like say, yo, and me and mine you. I pay the bills them round here. Start feel like say him can do as him like. Start go on with himself and a go on so. Engage in some indiscretions and all them thing there. Start do all some little disrespectful things. Some woman will tell us, hey man, start get abusive too. And all the while there is this justification where him not doing anything bad because him buy you this, him spend upon you this, him do this and him take care of this, and if I never him this and that and whatever. And a privilege mentality they start to take over. And justification of him engage in a certain acts and thing, and that he's entitled, big E, the E word, entitled to certain rewards, man, because me are the best man you ever get. Which man do for you when me do for you and whatever, this and that. So I'm entitled to these type of things and whatever. People when I was one of them, you know, who when the whole thing I go on with the JLP and thing and Bruce Golden, you know, did I go Lego and there was a lot of behind the scene thing I go on there, so when I found on a year about some external parties were involved in that. But when Bruce a Lego and thing and Bruce Bruce designate him, you know, Andrew, you know. And, you know, there were people, senior members in the JLP, who never liked that because them things say, you know, they were the ones who, you know, should have, you know, gotten it and thing because them have seniority over him and thing and whatever. And he was just looked at like the little kid, you know, and this and that and whatever. And there was a fight. People may not lie. When the fight did that, you know, come out and thing, and you have certain people who got behind after Bruce designated him the heir apparent. And you have some people who got behind him, you know, Horace Chang and Ting and Babsy and, you know, and these people, they got behind Andrew and Ting. And Andrew didn't get this on his own. These people, you know, they got behind him and Ting, and they were able to ward off the competition from Audley and Bobby Montague and all these people or whatever. But people, I was one of them who said, yeah, we need some fresh blood, you know, and Andrew has this humility. I used that word. I did indeed use that word to describe our Prime Minister at that time. Me, Ragashanti, admitted to me use that word. Say, some of these other people and whatever, them in the thing so long and them have this arrogance and whatever, like they're, them supposed to get this and that. We need some fresh blood. And Andrew has this humility and thing about him and whatever. And he has been consistently humble and whatever. And he has, him understand the democratic process and him understand, what I hear from him. It sounds to me like him understand the needs of the people. And me, Ragashanti, did say that about Andrew. But I have to tell you, the way I saw the Prime Minister responding to this thing and doubling down on it, and I don't think it's necessarily. I'm not saying the Prime Minister. I am not at the point where someone is saying is this evil demon from hell. No, I am not there. Again, somehow it appeared the Prime Minister as this evil, unconscionable demon from hell, and him wicked and evil. No. No. I am not there. I am not there. What is going on here in large part is good old politicking. But this whole thing about, going to the throw and just a big, as we say, our big ghetto word, gravalicious, for the thing. I see a little, there is something going on with the Prime Minister. And I don't know what is it, but there has been a shift. There has been a shift in the Prime Minister from what he was before to what he is now. I don't know if he has redefined, leadership in a way where, he thinks that to be a strong leader, you have to have that confidence and don't give any people any sign of weakness and thing, and you must be resolute and make a decision and stick by it and double down on it and thing. I don't know if there is something going on there in terms of methodology, in terms of, some sort of adaptation, and taking his leadership on another level and to come out self-assured and to speak, firmly and boldly and make decisions and stick by them. And I don't know if something like that is going on there, but for them to have been so blinded by the excesses of these raises and to be so unprepared in their delivery and to be so ignorant of the impact that we would like to believe even one with the most simplest of intelligence would be able to deduce that this is going to cause an outcry from the public and the people out there. For them not to have seen it, I don't know, it suggests that some sort of displacement may have occurred with the leader, where perhaps he's no longer in touch, or perhaps he's aligned now, I don't know if his circle is now people who think a certain way and whatever, and he's not in touch with the people out there now. I don't know, but there is some sort of shift occurring with him, and I don't know. I don't put my hand on it yet. And again, I am not at that point to agree with someone, I see out there on social media, I want to painting him as the wickedest, evilest person. No, I don't believe that. But I think that there is some sort of, comfortability, some sort of taking for granted, and there is some sort of self-aggrandizement, where, translated into some form of disproportionate entitlement, where him feel him deserve so and so on, and I think that statement that he made may represent an insight into what may be going on in his mind that led to these moves lately, that, many of you find unconscionable and so forth. Because for the Prime Minister who say, no government has done what his government has done. That is another way of saying him are the best of the best. And anybody who thinks that them are the best of the best, try no. they're going to have some expectations aligned with that self-perception. Those people generally think they deserve certain rewards for being the best at the best. If a woman thinks she's the best at the best, she don't want to look a fenke, pian, pian, fly behind or come up, jing bang, round her or whatever. She want the best at the best. Because she are the best. So she deserve the best at the best. Any man think him at the best at the best, him want the best at the best too. So if the Prime Minister was said that in response, in defense to accusations about his excesses in compensation from the public's purse, and part of your response is, no government has done what this government that. Lord God, Andrew, please, may I beg you do. If you slide, go down the part, the do papa no go down this, so yeah. No go down this, so because any you go down this, so boy, you gonna feel like so you can do as you like with we. And all them something there and whatever. But Andrew, please, may I beg you. There's very few things more seductive than power. Right? Power bring out things in a people where them did a hold down. Power make people find out things about themselves what them themselves never know so them would have do. Power make people feel so them justified in putting them foot down by other people because a them a do so and a them a take care of so and if I never feed them so and so. Lord God, Andrew, Miss Cherry Wash Belly, Mass Raga, I beg you, Papa, don't go down the part there. For the part there you go down, go bring back the Andrew where Raga did say it humble. Don't prove me and other people wrong. Nothing with it say, no man, we like Andrew. Impersonable and he must say the right things them and whatever. Lord God, Andrew. No go down there, so Papa. No go down there, so with that the arrogance there. Do me a big, and people again, I'm not talking to diehard labor right or diehard PNP because we know on the time. Right? No, so the people in the middle, last thing we said before we go to the phone line. Independent thinkers. Independent thinkers, remember when people do them something, I have this thing in Jamaica about 9-day wonder. People, I don't want you to forget this. If you don't forget it, and even if the PNP, when the PNP, they're going to come in and do the same damn thing in a one different way. It doesn't matter who it is. When people have power, them just start to take people for granted. When them never have it, there's nobody more understanding than them. There's nobody more compassionate than them. There's nobody more empathetic than them. And when they get power, and the power so keen on it in them for a while, and them just feel like, say, they are God's greatest gift to whoever it is they consider as benefiting from them being so powerful and whatever, then they become blinded to certain actions that they're taking that, prove to be adverse to the very people they think should be thankful that they are leading them. Bro, God, do not go down this. Down there no good. Down there no good, bro, God. Down there no good. No go down this. Yeah, Papa. No go down this. All right. All right, so we're going to take some phone call right now. The number is 876-676-4996 from Jamaica. 876-676-4996 from Jamaica. 876-676-4996. Tristan, I'm looking on my phone and things, so when the call them come in. All right, Tristan. Me just look on the thing here. All right, Tristan, me I look at now. So bring in any call there. 876-676-4996. If you're calling from the United States or Canada, the number is 888. What? 546-8742. 888-546-8742. But from Jamaica, it's 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Good night, caller. Hello.
Raga,
Wagwan.
what you doing, man? You remember the other night we had talked about this thing, man? The last show, the last time we speak, and we had talked about the diaspora after 60. You understand?
What you mean? How so?
Remember me tell you remember you say I hope we're in Jamaica and we don't forget about it. And then me say, we might forget about it out in Jamaica.
Yeah.
But you see, the diaspora have the power because remember,
Yeah.
I want to send in the remittance and all these things and hold along the place a certain way. You understand?
Yes.
So we hear some nurses and things abroad come back to Jamaica to come vote. And when them come vote, them want to vote against. You understand?
Okay.
So I don't know still, but why, Raga? The place I run away out here. It's sticky, and this whole thing we are going right now with the salary increase and them something.
No, but tell me something though. I remain shocked and awed.
Yeah,
Awed.
man.
Hold on, when I listen to their responses and things, they're not on message. They're fragmented, and it's like them sound piece like so. And then it hit me. I'm like, yo, they didn't think about this. They did not anticipate that the outrage would be so strong. Why you think?
No,
why
never do it.
Why you think them? What? Why? It seems so obvious to me that it would happen. The outrage is going to be there, and you should prepare for it. You should have the talking points down, and firm. And say, this is send out your emissaries, and this is what we want to. This is the message we want to get out. Why them never anticipate this outrage?
You know. The thing is this.
Yeah.
I think what's happening now. You see, from once you're under certain rulership.
Yeah.
I mean, Raga is the host of Ragashanti live and all these things, right?
Yeah.
And I work for Ragashanti, so me have to make sure say me do a Ragashanti tell me if I do. You understand? So you see Clark and all these people, them have to do what I just have to do. You understand? Even though them know it's going to be some backlash. Them know,
No, what
But at
I'm
the same
saying
time-
is, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, even if them a do what Andrew said for do,
Yeah.
what I don't understand is how Andrew did not anticipate the degree of outrage that would come and then tell them what to do for counter it.
What?
That is what I'm saying.
Boy, Raga, trust me, you make a valid, good point. And that a puzzle me too, because me they're in Jamaica right now. And it a puzzle me too, because I wonder if him never noticed the boy and nurse them to get that money. They police them. The teachers and all these people supposed to get their money. So,
No. You're still missing the point when I'm saying, I'm saying that let us assume that them make a decision, say we're not getting nurse them so much. This is the target point we're going after in terms of negotiation. We're not passing this amount of percentage. Whether you want to agree with it or not, I'm saying let us assume they did some form of due diligence in that regard and decided that because this is what negotiation is, you have to have a figure that you're going in there with. And then so what I'm saying is, let us assume that whether you want to agree with it or not, or call it callous or not, that they knew, I can't remember, this was decided a long time, but them wait until them negotiate with the people them first before them put it out, Right? Hold on.
Yeah.
They knew that it wasn't a good idea to put this out before you do the negotiation and thing, which is kind of troubling by itself. But what I'm saying, given that they knew that them never put it out before, how is it then that them never know? But when we still put it out, after we done negotiate and give them, for them lower something the 20%, and we are going to take 200%, them are going mad like hell. So this is what we're going to do now. This is what. Why them never prepare for that? It means, it suggests to me that there is something going on there. When they're going to put it out there, they're going to make it look nice. But what they're going to do, we're going to just hold hard and pan them and we're going to go through.
Yeah, man, exactly. Because they must say, basically what they must say now. Remember say, it was said that them have to take this, and this is on the table, and this is what's on the table, and you have to take this. So, you don't know
yes,
how
there
them
was
come
some
out
hard
with
nose
this and-
negotiating there, yes.
Exactly. And remember the talk, you know? Say,
Yeah.
boy, put compassion towards the patients and not towards salary.
Yeah.
So all them
I heard that from the Minister of Health. That one, make I tell you something, that one, they piss off people left, right, and what you
Why,
think?
I want the hot-
No,
I want the hot like fire, Raga.
no, but why you think that statement? Why would he make that statement at this particular juncture? Yeah,
At that me I said to Raga. And the question when you ask, you know,
yeah.
if they never know about the backlash they're gonna get. Let me tell you something. Right now, it's just why we can't do anything we want to do. That is the thing.
No, but do you
We
think
can't
that
do
is
anything.
arrogance then coming from the minister at this particular time when the nation is embroiled in a
course.
passionate fight about excesses on the part of government people getting under. So and him going benefit from it too as a minister, you know, right? So him gonna get one heap of millions too. So given the debate, why would he come out and even say something like that? I don't get it. Is this arrogance and just lack of care and it's so?
Hey, Raga. Hey, Raga. Me can't tell you something right now, you know. Why the country mash up. Mash right up. Mash up.
What are you talking about? The Prime Minister said no government has done. None before this one. None before this one at what this government has done. In other words, the Prime Minister said this government has been the best government for Jamaica in the history of the country and thing or whatever. What? You seem to be missing that point, man. You need to wait. So what is your response to the Prime Minister making that statement now?
Well, the thing is this, you know. I mean, certain things that's being done. You know, certain things that's being done as in infrastructure and all these things. Remember, a lot of things wasn't being done under the previous administration. So the little things that whatever come do right now, them figures say that this is more than what the opposition was doing.
Well, I want you to tell me the truth, you know. Hold on. I want you to tell me the truth, you know. Are you a People's National Party supporter?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Who you voted for in the last election?
Ask me the next question.
Who you voted for in the last election?
All right, let me just make a statement.
Huh?
Am I a JLP? Am I a Jamaica Labour Party supporter? No, I'm not.
Okay.
What I do, you know, if you go in there, you know, do the work,
Yeah.
vote you out.
Okay, good.
No matter which party go in there.
Right.
And that is where we go from morning.
Well, just so you know, you are the voters who decide elections, you know. The diehard them go and vote for them party. You don't care what. The diehard them. But you independent thinkers, you are the ones who decide every election.
Exactly.
Every election. So I want me to talk to me. I talk to the diehard. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you see, this is for everybody where I listen.
Yeah.
You see, from once any administration going there and them don't do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
We have to get rid of them and show them say we have the power.
Yes.
You understand? Because if we don't do that, we are going to have this tribalism thing going continuously from who knows what we kill Philip time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And we have to get rid of them thing there.
Yeah.
Raga, you know them thing there. We have to get rid of them thing there. The question you asked is a very good question. If I'm a People's National Party supporter.
Well, there's nothing really exceptional about that question. But anyway, big up yourself. May I get some text from police officers in Jamaica and things like that. You know, big up on yourself, big up on yourself.
Big up the officers, man. Because if I drive for the road, I'm see them, Raga. They must forget.
All right, Papa. Now say a word, man. Bless up here, sir.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. Love.
Okay. All right. I get some some people here email me and I send me some text and them thing there and Okay, 87. Hold on, make I see if Tristan have anything. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. That is a number to call in right now. Or if you're calling from the United States or Canada, That number, of course, is toll free. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. I'm getting an email here from from LinkedIn. I never get emails from people on LinkedIn. Okay, all right. See what I go on here, so. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, boy, I tell you this thing, boy, this thing I really. But people wanna think that this going to be a 9-day wonder too. What? There's somebody on the thing say, Raga, the Prime Minister, said that they wasn't being paid to do the work. But now that the pay raise, you're gonna see how they're going to work now. People, there's two sides to that argument, because the Prime Minister is right, The Prime Minister is right in his contention that it has long been the critique of a great many people that government pay is too low. So, why should people go and take government jobs and whatever? So the real talented people that take their skills elsewhere to be compensated in the way that they think they deserve. And so that is the argument on one side. But boy, it kind of opened up a Pandora's box there in terms of what obtains now and why you never come out with this justification in terms of increased accountability and thing, as a part of the as the justification for the increase and whatever, which is one of the arguments made. I'm sorry about the person who was just calling and got hung up on. Again, you can call back 888-546-8742. Press, bring in the call for me. Hello.
Raga.
Greetings.
Blessing.
Yeah.
Blessing. You want me, I know.
Wait there 1 second. Tristan, this caller is up here in America, so I don't want the person credit run out down there. So work out a thing for them and call them back or something. Yes, go on talk, caller, yeah.
One thing me have to say now about what the Prime Minister say.
Yes.
No other Prime Minister ever do what him do for the country.
Yes.
It is right. Because no other Prime Minister ever raise a pay so high at one time. That's right.
So what you say? When Brogan said no other government has done what this government has done for the country, you say he's right because no other government has given them sense at all.
He's right.
Okay, all right then, sir.
Yes, man, he's right. More than right.
So what you think? Yeah, go on.
I think when he first put this out there, right?
Yes.
I think he just a try a thing, to see if it a go work out, cause we Jamaican people, we take anything more time, but anyway, as what you say, indeed we are prepared for the backlash.
Yes.
The backlash, how to deal with it, so probably that a in preparation for the backlash,
No. Their responses is so shaky. It's so weak. It is so the responses are so fragile. The game wasn't tight in terms of what are the talking points that will diffuse any resistance to the raises. It was so weak. It as if they were working it out on the fly. Nigel say one thing, him say something different, then him come back and say something different again and whatever. And it's like them a search for something that sound good right now, which is kind of late.
Well, try to find that thing, man. It not work out. Not work, at all, brother.
So what is your advice to the Jamaican people now, given what this thing goes? What is your advice to your fellow Jamaicans?
then yeah, the thing now, Raga.
Yeah.
Everybody have to stick out and roll out from the end for then roll back this thing, cause this thing can't really go through.
But the Prime Minister said he will not take his raise. So you don't, does that satisfy you? Him say him won't take fee raise, he will keep fee money right there. But it sounds like him going to leave the intention at this point, that could change, is to leave the rest of the raise them where they were. What do you think about that?
No, brother, I must roll it right back across the board.
Right across. But you don't think that, but if there is some justification to why he must say that, no, we need to make these positions financially, fiscally sexy. They need to be fiscally sexy. They need to be financially, bountilicious, right? Right? That is his argument. And if they do that, then the country will benefit from getting great talent, and the country will be better off in the long run. What do you think about that argument?
No, sir. No. I below the belt that, Raga. Below the belt that. You don't know how he could have made such a move and feel to say the people would have just swallow it. I think he just try a thing and he realized, say, nah, work out, because this thing when he try now, he not going to work out, Raga.
So you say him shouldn't assume that the people them will just swallow it, don't?
No.
Okay, I hear you say that the people, because yes, the swallowing thing is not, some people don't consider that attractive at all, the swallowing.
No. He just try a thing. And children know say Jamaican people always suck up to anything from the bigger edge them. And then now, he checks say it's going to be just a 9-day talk.
Oh, okay. And he miscalculate, don't it? And he miscalculate. That is what I think too, They did not anticipate it. I think they got a little bit too comfortable there, and this thing I know may be like the Achilles heel that they have to take into our next election. But one day in politics is eternity, so let's see what occurs. Now, big up yourself, all right? Blessing, yeah?
All right, bless up yourself, my boss.
My respect.
All right.
Yes, Tristan, bring in a call for me. Hello. The time of my life, and I never felt this way before. Hello? It's the truth, and I owe it all to you. Boy, Tina Turner drop out. Tina Turner, big up yourself, yeah, man. Rate you and love you. We all come and we all have to go. Yes, Tristan, bring in a call for me. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Somebody says, so Raga, the teacher, doctor, and all the government workers, police, soldiers, etc., pay raise 20%. What 20%? Is in the millions too, so they must start to work now too. You see the banger? Yes, but 20% on a much lower salary is very different from 200% on a higher salary, a much higher salary, so that is the disturbing part with this thing, They don't care when nobody in them love talk about, we are public servants and so forth and things like. The disparity in the percentage increases, and the disparity in the different, amount of percentage of salary increase for the different groups of people clearly demonstrate that some people are more valued than others. There is no doubt about that. Some people are more important than others. some people's position are more important for the country than others. Again, we're talking about percentages. We're not talking about real figures. Like, we're not talking about actual figures, right? All right, bring in the call, Tristan, yeah.
Nah, no close, Raga.
What you say, Elaine?
Me there. Congratulations, bro.
All right, thank you. You didn't know?
Me hear you last week.
No, before last week, you didn't know? Say, may I do it?
No, guess what? No, you did say you do something and you will make me know.
Right.
Our one in the ending of me or whatever in a me, but me did a thing say, and your teacher thing, yeah, finish up.
I'm a what?
Teaching thing.
Wait, which teaching thing? Which teaching
and
thing?
that's what me did there.
Oh, zin.
Yeah, me I can't spicy, I'll discuss it and me I say, Raga, maybe I got some bigger teacher, principal or something. Me never did I look that way there.
Oh, zin. No, man. Last 3 years, full-time study, man, me I tell you, it did rough.
Yeah,
it did rough and thing,
you
but...
didn't do your studying and something, but me never know, Sarah.
Yep. You know.
And it fits you.
What you mean, being a lawyer now fits me?
Yeah.
Why you say
your mouth.
But you know what is interesting, I think, and whatever. Most of the things say, you use the lawyer in a court attack and all them something. Would you believe that the lawyers who go in court and do what, in the profession is referred to as litigation in the court, would you believe that is less than 10% of lawyers across the world who in the court? Most lawyers don't go to court,
Oh, okay.
I mean, you have to argue, and defend your thing. But most lawyers are what is referred to as transactional lawyers, like corporate business and them thing there, and them do things that with compliance and, them do, real estate lawyers and them something, the environmental lawyers, you have lawyers in religion, you have, trust and wills, estate planning lawyers and things. Most of them not for doing a whole talking, and for the research,
Yeah.
And then, study the statutes and the case law, the common law and things. But most people think, say, boy, you can't talk, man. You be a lawyer, good. You don't call them just a thing court. Because it's a raga, mouth love flying.
Yeah, I'm happy for you, though, Raga. Trust me.
Thank you. Blessings, man. Blessings.
Really happy for you. And Raga, me not talk politics, me rather talk religious and sex.
Right.
Trust me. Me talk about politics in my head. If they not go on with what me see, to go on, me cuss in my head.
In your head.
Me not talk it out because Jamaican take politics too serious.
Right.
Me no want nobody lead me down a road through them party, me love.
Okay. So is that...
Me vote and me not even announce it, you understand?
Right.
Me not want like some people because, people serious when it come on to them, me love.
Seeing. So in other words, you're not going to say nothing about this, right?
No, sir. Me just cussing on my mind. If me fi cuss, if me fi laugh, me laugh in my mind.
All right.
Happy belated birthday to your second born.
Yes, KJ.
And Kingsley.
Yeah, KJ.
And Sunday was mine.
Sunday gone was your birthday?
Yes, my love.
You serious?
Yeah, me a girl.
You born the 21st? 21st?
Yes, my love.
What you said to me or whatever? Lord God.
The best month in the year. We have Mother's Day. We have Teachers Day. We have Child Month. We have KJ birthday, me have my birthday, and the list goes on.
Well, at most I would say I probably run like a second, you know. That's the highest me will go on, like a second. Because we all know, and it's in the Bible, right, that September is the best month out of the year. It's in the Bible. God said it in the Bible. And you see, you need to read the Bible more. God says September the best month for the year.
Even if me reading more, me not gonna know everything in the Bible.
But you need to read that one day.
Which part? Which Psalms? Which part?
In a Psalm, it's in a Revelation. When it's a September the best month in the Bible, you never read it.
No, God no. A serious thing or a joking thing?
Yeah, in a Revelation 5, I think 5 something on it, I must have verse.
As me come out, me I go look up.
Yeah, man, the Bible says September, the God said anointed September the best month. You never know.
Okay, me never know.
Know. So we learned, Alien, you really believe them sitting there when you hear me? Alien, well, you're just as bad. You're just as bad. Do you really believe? What the backside you think God are going to know about September? What about God busy with September right now? Alien, you really, every day I take him a puppy show, no?
Me believe until me will find out Salai Ragashanti. Me love believe people, you know. Until when me find them out, me say that is a lie and correct.
Okay, so you give them the benefit of the doubt. You give them the benefit of the doubt first.
Exactly. Until when me find them out, me say look at you too.
All right then. All wicked them down.
All wicked. Anyway, one of my nephew call me Sunday.
Yeah.
And say, happy birthday. Which part you there? You there Raga there? Me say, little boy, leave me alone. Me down me yard. But me think I Raga part for your birthday just because you know them on the social media.
Yeah.
And them hear how much a cracker strike.
See it there. See it there.
Me say, me down me yard. Anyway, my friends and family, them surprise me.
Oh, that's nice.
Cake and we not keep no party still, you know, but they make me enjoy myself, you know.
Okay, wonderful. Nice little get together and thing, right?
Yes.
Well, sometimes that is even better, you know, because it's people who really care, you know. And
exactly.
It's just small and intimate and special.
Yeah, they make me cook raga, cook me regular Sunday dinner, and then know me love pizza and then still order pizza, 1 box of pizza. So me say, well, me could cook, make me cook them say to that Sunday. That because you love pizza and a dinner.
No, but you see, they love your hand, you know, and they love when you cook, you know. So they must say, could have your birthday a little more, we still want you cooking because you're cooking up there.
Exactly.
Yes,
Raga,
you
know, so me no use coconut powder, me grate my coconut same way.
You still, okay. Well, you know, so me tell people that, me tell one young lady that right here in New York, and I saw me know, so me probably I get old, you know. She look at me in shock, you know, like, me I tell her, I said, not that people grate a coconut, you know, she know that, you know, but me I tell her, I say, no, this thing about coconut milk and coconut powder, there was a time when it never exists herself, so. And she said she cannot believe it. She's like, what you mean? I mean, I said, no, there was a time when it just never exists. Everybody created them thing and whatever. And then in a ghetto, when ghetto people start by Blender, that was a big thing, you know, because then them start. But me I said, you know, no, they just never exist. Them never sell a shop. And she can't believe it. Would you believe, say, you have people who them don't believe, say, there was a time when diaper never exists, Pampers never exist?
Yeah, man, the later days parents, they don't know about Nappy.
Them don't know about Nappy and them something there. I say, well, we never have Pampers. And I say, what you mean? So what we use? So I say, Nappy. And but I say, I say, it was a big deal for y'all know how to wrap nappy and tie nappy the same way and all them something. Tie nappy the right way around baby. I make nappy look good for baby and them something and thing. And they are in shock and bewildered because them just cannot imagine a world without Pampers.
Exactly, Raga and nappy. And when you carry out your baby in your nappy, and you know, say you don't want it. When them pee, you don't want the nappy to wet the clothes. Them don't know about plastic panty.
What I want to go about what?
The plastic panty where you put over the nappy.
Over the nappy, right.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the pee, you know.
What you mean plastic panty? No, just the regular plastic you put over it.
No, not on the bed, Raga. You have the plastic panty. Plastic, you see like panty?
Yeah.
It's plastic. Somebody please text Raga and tell him
No,
man.
me never know about that. Me know people put plastic in there sometime for the picnic, for the plastic
No,
ketchup.
you see when you pin on the nappy
Yeah.
and you carry out your baby
Yeah.
and you know the baby are going to pee in the nappy.
Nappy, right?
So you put on the plastic panty.
Oh, well, yeah, teach me something. Honestly, me never know about that.
You have the plastic panty where you put on for the baby. So when the baby pee, the baby look a nice dress, no wet up.
Okay.
Whatever you put on for the baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. No, people, you see the Maxima and Cassandra say, yeah, man, that's true. No, me not say I'm not true. Me just say me never know about it. Me just never know about
man, plastic panty.
Plastic panty. Well, that fears there. Me never pay attention to the fears there at all. Never pay attention.
You only pay attention to the nappy.
Well, in my time, when we was picnic, it was nappy.
Yes,
you know, when
it was nappy.
Well, of course, when I was a baby, me never know. But when me grew up and see other baby, a nappy them have. But and then when my youth them did come, you know, so my oldest child is 8 years old, so me I just come, you know, so Pampers straight, you know, diaper straight and thing and whatever. But when a plastic panty something, you know.
Yeah, man, you put it over the nappy.
Interesting.
And come back to the coconut now. You see me go road Raga, me buy a coconut and me come home and the coconut no good, no rice and peas, nah cook.
So you wouldn't cook rice and peas without coconut?
No, because me nah use the powder.
But so you that just not cook at all?
Me that just cook plain rice.
But people cook rice and peas without coconut milk in it.
Oh.
No, hold on. That was so good. You know, it's like people cook rice and peas without coconut milk in it. Oh, it's like I can't even imagine it. Like, who does that? Like, that's not even rice and peas. What do you mean coconut milk in it? Is this person even Jamaican? How? Like, does that even exist? No, that was a classic case of a response where you don't say too much, but you said a lot, right? Like, how?
How? Yeah,
Argument.
how you do that?
How? Like, yo, that bad. I love it. You know, the timing was perfect, you know, because you know, you never itch it up. But so some people cook rice and peas without coconut milk in it. How?
Yeah, how? Come in and know how you do that.
Yeah, how you do that? What kind of infamy that? You know, that don't even make sense. You know? Oh, God.
No coconut, no rice and
no
peas.
Rice and peas and thing. A coconut milk of it in that and a straight
I
coconut.
think
So why you not? So the powder not have the same flavor or the same vibe, eh?
Raga, me not see wearing that workout, you know, because, all right, number one, me see my family member them cook it with coconut, with the powder.
Yeah.
All right, it's a different. You see, when you grate your coconut, Raga,
Yeah.
first time people never have fridge, and you left that on your stove for the whole day, and in the evening,
Yeah.
rice and peas still turn up. You see the powder?
Yeah.
A slime.
Wait, what it turn slime in the rice and peas?
It's slimy. When you go back from the stove or whatever, or even if you put it on the fridge, it's still not fresh.
Oh.
Understand me, so? Me
So,
can't manage that.
so hold on, give a different quality to the Sunday Monday too?
Exactly. To me.
Right.
To me. You can't all have your coconut, your greater coconut rice and peas in your fridge till all Wednesday. I think you can left the coconut powder in your fridge till Wednesday. You have to dump that.
Wow, you teach me things. I mean, I know cook a doing something. But me not tell a lie. The coconut milk in a rice and peas make the Sunday Monday have one different taste when you like you eat it up and like kind of like fry it up a little bit, you know, it make it. But you know, I have a question for you. I can assure you there are people listening to it. A lot of people listen to me who up here who are them affiliated with Jamaica or they are young Jamaicans and them like listen to me, you know, or people who there with Jamaicans and them like learn little nuances about Jamaica. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of those people listening me hear you say rice and peas, and think you refer to peas in general and don't know say it's only red peas you refer to. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Here's my question. Do you use coconut milk when you cook gungo peas, rice and peas?
Yes.
Well, is it compulsory that you have to use coconut milk with that too?
You use compulsory? No, you use, as long as you have the gungo, you use the coconut milk same way.
All right, let me ask a question another way. If you don't have coconut milk, would you still cook gungo peas and rice?
Me not cook it.
Oh, so the coconut milk is a standard thing for you from peas and rice I cook. You no matter if I red peas or gungo peas.
Coconut milk coffee nice.
Coconut milk coffee in a gungo peas and rice too?
Yes, man.
Okay. But do you know that there are people who them use the them have to use the coconut milk in the red peas and rice, but them not use it in the gungo peas and rice? Do you know that?
So them do that same way, Raga?
No, I always find that interesting. So I always say like, is it something to do with the red peas or whatever? And when I ask them question like that, them just give me this kind of, it's almost kind of oblivious response like, me not know, I just, red peas, I put the coconut milk in, I not put it with gungo peas.
No, man, if you go in the gungo to it, you go in the gungo.
No, but me I tell you, enough Jamaicans, them will cook it with the red peas, but them not cook it, the coconut milk with the gungo peas and rice.
So how them do that?
Me no know, me not really know them so over there, that kind of me I know the cook.
Raga, not because one name gungo and one a red peas are the same cooking, you understand what me I say? Are the same way you cook the two of them.
No, hold on. May I tell you something now? When me I grew up and thing, you know, we never have it like that.
Yeah.
The only time the coconut milk have to go in the rice and peas when we are grew up was on Sunday. Right? So during the week we never get rice and peas. But if you when you grow up, you get other thing. Rice and peas was just for Sunday. Saturday a soup, Sunday a rice and peas. So it was a special thing. Sunday you get a rice and peas. But if something come up on some sort of thing on a rare occasion have to cook during the week and thing, no coconut milk not going in. In other words, on multiple occasions growing up in different settings, when rice and peas cook and it's not gungo and it's not Sunday or it's not red peas and rice, enough time rice and peas cook without coconut milk.
So what them put in it?
Them do the same thing, them boil the peas and just put it in the rice after.
Just so, Raga?
Well, yeah.
No, sir.
You never know say people do that?
No, sir. Trust me.
Let me see where them a post online. Michigan say every rice and peas use coconut milk.
Yeah.
Cassandra Smith say yes,
go.
adapt me say too. No man, when we grew up, enough time rice and peas cook and all right, here's my other thing now. Is it the case that some people boil the peas in a water and then throw? Is there a way where you boil the peas first in the water, then you throw in the coconut milk when you put in the rice? You know if some people do it that way there?
No, sir, that's a running a belly thing. You
So-
can't do that, Raga. You have to make the coconut milk cook too, alright. You boil the peas in the water, while some people will boil the peas in the coconut water too.
Right, that's what
Nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
So you boil the peas in the water and then what you do?
I boil the peas in the water and then I juice my coconut.
Yeah.
With my strainer and something, and then I chew it. That after the peas done cook, because the peas have to cook, whether you want to cook soft, or you half cook it, anywhere you want.
Yeah.
And then you chew the coconut milk in it, and then you season up your pot, you put your
scallion and your thyme and
your pepper, whatever you want in it.
In
And then
the
you
coconut water now because the peas don't cook
with the peas.
With the peas.
With the peas in it. And you make that one cook because that has to cook.
But hold on, so when you throw it in, you throw it in the water where boil the peas.
Yes, Raga.
Okay. No,
But
take
I
time
know
with me.
water.
I have
Alright.
never cooked rice and peas,
The peas cooks and enough water in that.
Right,
Cook
right.
to a level.
Right,
Cook.
right.
And then you throw your coconut water in it.
Yeah.
And then you season up your pot with your scallion and your
Pepper.
And you put your piece of butter in it.
Butter.
And you go and bubble up.
Bubble up that.
And
Yeah.
that's me because the coconut water have to cook little bit. And then you wash your rice
Yeah.
and you put it in.
Yeah.
And you go and turn on your stove and make that simmer down little bit. Blow when that turn out shelly. You not even want the meat to eat.
Okay. No, you have some rice and peas, you can't just eat it straight up. So when the coconut milk sit down in it and taste good and that.
You don't want no meat.
Tell me
You
something.
not
You ever
even
put any sugar in your rice and peas?
No, my love.
You
That's
don't know-
for people.
You know, say
No,
some people that do that.
that's
You know,
the
say a
people
regular
who
thing that
can't
up here.
cook.
You know that regular thing that
Yeah.
up here.
I said you don't want sweet rice and peas. You don't want sugar rice and peas.
Some people do it.
Restaurant do it out here. That's why I'm not.
Oh, restaurant do it at
Jamaica.
Jamaica too?
Yes, man.
Oh, a regular thing up here, man. A regular thing up here,
Regular.
man. Them put sugar in the rice and peas, sugar in all the meat, sugar in the stew chicken, sugar in everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Some people them all put the sugar, not sugar, browning in a rice and peas.
Well, what browning are doing in rice and peas? I don't understand that. Why?
People do it to get the color quick, because sometimes the peas redden the rice and peas to all that, so then keep a little bit of browning in it.
Oh, because when them peas weak with them reddening down, when the peas can't red
Right.
go down. So,
Right.
Because some of them
Right.
peas are them pale, Some of red peas, them pink out.
Peel,
Them
yes,
pink out.
yes.
Them near red peas, but them pink out
Them
and some
pink
pale
out,
pink too.
yes.
So when them pink out, where you see them go so bop and drop look a browning in it, forget look a coloring though.
Raga, me not eat a restaurant, tell you the truth, Ragashanti.
Yeah.
If hungry, I kill me on the road. I rather buy a biscuit, cream crackers, and drink something on the road. If me are dead for hungry on the road. If not, me come home and me cook like a tin mackerel and rice.
Okay. But you know like eat for them food I road cause them not cook
Me
it
not
good down.
eat it and me not eat restaurant food. Cause enough of them then nasty too. You see?
Oh.
Them all are give the yes to the rice. That's why enough people got restaurant like 1, 2 o'clock.
What you mean? Like 1, 2 o'clock? What you
Them
mean?
have, because them have the overnight rice. I think them have that share the rice that they not sell off today.
So what you,
And
1, 2 o'clock, what you mean? What you mean? In the afternoon?
1, 2 o'clock, yeah, in the afternoon, a fresh rice, the steel rice, sell off by 12, 12:30.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. You think restaurant people easy, Raga?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, you know, say them fire one of my friends
Yeah.
from one fast food place.
Uh-huh.
What used to sell porridge. Them, I think them lot don't know. And she said she did her working and the man come order one porridge and the supervisor a drink her porridge and you know so she got throw it back in the pot and stir up because them never have enough and sell the person through she a cuss and nastiness and something them fire.
No, man, a nastiness that for true. Nastiness that for true. That a total
them
slackness.
fire.
Okay,
And another joking thing me I make.
John, we run out of time.
All right, no problem, Raga. We link on next
No,
time.
say a word.
Blessings.
All right, bring in a 1 minute call, Tristan. Bring in a 1 minute call. President, a 1 minute call. Bring in the 1 minute call. Hello.
1 minute.
Yeah, Wagwan. Sorry about the
1
time.
minute.
Yeah.
Raga.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Observe Andrew from the pandemic, you see?
Yeah.
Andrew, this is symptoms of a dictator. No?
What, you feel so? Why you say that?
No, feel, come on, man. Observe everything that's going on and how my behave now.
Yeah.
The man, this is symptoms as if he's untouchable.
Oh.
I don't know. He is higher than life.
You said that the Prime Minister is displaying symptoms of a dictator?
Yes, sir, Andrew.
You know, that is a serious indictment you're making of the
and you know, it's an observation.
Right, and you have evidence to support that?
I've been observing him from the pandemic, from all those speeches.
Right.
And then they can compare him with the other dictators worldwide. That's how dictators operate.
Well, no. I don't think it is that far. But I have seen a shift in the way him have this new thing. It's not as, I don't know what it is. It might be just a natural evolution when you President, just give me a second here. I don't know if it's a natural evolution, like once you start settling at a position and you realize you know what, I need to be firmer, or every time I'm too nice, people try to exploit me and say I'm weak. So, and you know, it could be something along those lines. You know, it doesn't have to be something maniacal or diabolical or thing. But there is a shift there. He's not the same person that, you know, he's not as reasonable as before. And you think it have to do with the landslide election that they won, that he got a little bit overconfident with that? You know?
I think so. At first, like when he was brand new, he was confident. But now the man is cocky. Do different things.
Okay. And, and what you mean? Being cocky is not good.
How can that be good?
Oh, cocky is not good.
No, because
cocky is not good.
Like you're no one, man. Yeah, put it, man.
No, I'm just saying that when it comes to the leadership of the country, cocky is not good.
No, because you're going to need votes and you need support of all people of all walks of life.
Okay, all right.
Right? So you don't want to be too cocky.
Right.
But the man is getting cocky now, like, okay, you know, I'm uncomfortable.
Too much cocky not good in a leadership. And perhaps the Prime Minister need to revert. In this instance, reverting is not a bad thing. Perhaps he need to revert to some of the humility and reasonableness that he had before, no? That kind of compassion that he had before that people liked about him and so forth, don't it?
But not only that, because there is no opposition now.
Yeah.
Right, that again.
That is true.
Non-existent.
No checks and balances
so,
there.
Right. So therefore, The man can't just prowl around and do what he wants to do.
Okay. But listen, we run out of time and thing, you know. So call me back next week, Wednesday, and we reason, because I love all your reason and thing. And it sounds like we could have an entertaining and an engaging discussion on these matters. So call me back next week, Wednesday, here?
All right, buddy, next week.
All right, people. Take care of yourself, people. It was a wonderful time we had tonight and thing. And again, I want to say thanks to the people who have been most generous, you know, in your congratulations on my recent accomplishment. I thank you wholeheartedly on behalf of my mom, who is no longer with us, who wants to say big up, because I'm Miss Cherry Wash Belly as a Ragashanti, a carry on our legacy. Big up on yourself, you know, people. Take care of yourself. See you back here on the Bridge 99 FM next week, Wednesday night, same time. That is 9 o'clock Jamaica time, 10 o'clock US East Coast time. And do remember this Friday at 2 p.m. on over on YouTube, the name of the channel changed from Ragashanti TV. It's now TamFam TV. Let's make sure someone come in and come listen to and watch Free Up, the realest Jamaican talk show out there and thing. Take care of yourself, people. I'm out. Blessings.